She looks ill, one MP whispered. Goodness me, she looks terrible. And then she cried. In a heated moment that shocked Parliament, the Chancellor's unexpected tears revealed cracks inside the government's core. As pressure mounts over a failed welfare bill and £5 billion gap, the debate explodes. Is she truly up to the job? GB News dives into this emotional and political revelation. But before we begin, did you know that over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed? We get it, life gets busy. But subscribing is totally free and really helps us keep making the content you enjoy. Just one click can make a big difference. So, if you like what we do, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. Thank you for your support.
Well, that was Kemi Bad not putting the boot in, as you would expect, given what had happened over the last 24 hours. What perhaps you could see, or maybe not fully see, was when Reeves walked into the chamber, the Democratic Unionist Party member for Parliament sitting next to me, she said, "Look at Reeves, she looks ill." I thought, goodness me, she looks terrible. And then as the 35 minutes went on, she several times had to wipe away tears. It was actually, sitting opposite, quite difficult to watch. I'm joined in the studio by Kwarteng, former Conservative Member of Parliament and former Chancellor of the Exchequer, and Scarlett Maguire, former Labour advisor. Kwasi, you had quite a tempestuous time.
Of course.
Did you cry?
Never.
Even
when I was sacked, I didn't cry.
But did you feel down?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is the rough and tumble of politics.
It's rough, isn't it?
Yeah, and you've been at high levels in politics, not yet in government.
Yeah.
You may enjoy that at some point in the future, who knows? But I think, if you're a senior cabinet minister, a prime minister, dare I say, you're going to be under huge pressure. And the real trick of it is actually to try and keep as composed as you can. I mean, some of your viewers will know Kipling and If You Can Keep Your Head and all that sort of business. And in politics, that's really, really important. I was surprised that she cried. I suspect there are personal things going on.
Well, there may be. I mean,
who knows?
I mean, Scarlett, do you know any more about this?
I don't know any more. I just think this is...
To have a welfare bill that was blown out of the water, frankly. She's got to find £5 billion more in the autumn budget. She'll probably have to raise taxes. There's been huge pressure. I mean, I've been there. I haven't been a whip, but I've been involved in the kind of whipping operation when I was what's called a parliamentary private secretary. They'd have been ringing MPs every hour on the weekend saying, please, 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 vote for the government. That's stressful. You're on the call to close parliamentary colleagues. They're saying, we're not going to vote for you. It's been a very stressful time.
Yes, but what I'm trying to find out is what you two are saying. That the fact that she... And it was only tears. She didn't make a fuss, right?
It was a wild exaggeration.
There were some exaggerations, but I'm trying to be as compassionate and fair to her as possible.
All I'm saying is I don't... Of course it was stressful. What she's been through is incredibly difficult.
And actually, most of her predecessors, all of her predecessors, have been through similar moments, and you've got to keep it together. Yeah, and the fact that she didn't says to me there's a wider problem within the government, her relationship with the Prime Minister, particularly her relationship with the backbenchers. Is that unfair?
It is unfair.
Why?
You have no idea. You have no idea. I mean...
Well, you're saying I have no idea what the stress is.
No, I have no idea about her. No, I know, Kwasi, and because you're a man, you didn't cry when she sacked you. Nobody sacked Rachel, right?
No, exactly.
But I know, just a minute, I know that there are times, it happens to me very rarely,
it's nothing to do with being a man. It's nothing to do with being a man.
No, but you're doing this. No, what I'm saying is the fact that she didn't make a fuss, the fact that a tear rolled down her cheek somehow makes her weak. I don't think it's a sign of weakness. Longer than a lettuce, right?
Okay,
and then we have Rachel.
Now, here's a big point. Did Starmer today, in the answer that he gave, effectively tie his own political future to her?
They always do. All prime ministers, my own experience, amplified that. But if you look through history, most prime ministers...
have to do that.
Of course they do, especially in the modern era.
Yeah.
And it's, we all say, well, the Chancellor did this, the Chancellor did that. Number 10, there isn't a comma in the mini-budget. There wasn't a comma in the number 10 didn't sanction. So the minute he gets rid of her, he is totally in the firing line. And I think he's smart enough to realise that.